Hey guys, in this video, we're gonna tell you about the world's simplest workout that doesn't cost you a penny.
Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If this is your first time seeing us living with less, we're a channel with tips on how to help the planet's health and your personal wealth. But today we're actually talking about your personal health. So guys, we are not going to drag this out. We are going to get right into it. So the world's most effective and absolute most simplest workout ever is...
Drumroll please.
Walking! Okay, I know what you guys think. Walking can totally sound lame. When you see people totally crushing it at CrossFit or doing all of these Soul Cycle and everything, but guys, I'm telling you, walking is extremely underrated. So I have a book here with some numbers written down. So I'm gonna be looking down, referencing to this really quickly. But if you guys have some sort of health tracker app, for us it's on our iPhone, I want you to pull that out right now. I want you to go into your health app or however you can possibly look at past health data of your steps. So look at how many steps that you have taken on average per day, okay? Because I'm gonna go over these numbers right now to tell you what category you are in based on the average amount of steps you take each day. All right, so we're gonna start from the lowest amount of steps to the highest.
For all you losers.
Not at all, because we were in the lowest category and we thought we were active, okay? So, starting off, if you take less than 5,000 steps a day, you are categorized as sedentary.
That's not good.
That means you don't move. That means you're almost equivalent to a turtle. We're gonna go into this into depth, okay?
I was surprised that
I was shocked by that. And keep note that the average American walks 3,000 to 4,000 steps a day. So the average American is sedentary. Big surprise. And next category, from 5,000 to 7,499, okay? That is categorized as low active. So you're still kind of active, you know? You're doing
just not quite.
Yeah, not totally. You're definitely not an athlete at this walking pace, which is insane because that's over twice of what the average American does. Okay, so now from 7,500 to 9,999. That's considered somewhat active. So you're still not the elitist athlete status. You're just somewhat active. Now you guys know what's coming up next because everyone hears about, oh, I need 10,000 steps a day. Okay, so if you are 10,000 steps to 12,500, there's another category. That is active. 10,000 to 12,500, that is active. And there's another category, so we're not even done yet. So the last one that we're gonna go over is 12,500 and up. Anything above that, you are considered to be highly active. So to be considered to be highly active, that's about four times the average American. So you need 4 Americans in one day to walk.
No, that's tough. That's tough to get to.
No doubt. That is totally tough to get to. So where do you guys stand? Okay, so those numbers are crazy. And like I said, that before we kind of were cognizant of how much we were walking, especially with quarantine, because where was there to walk, you know? We were below that 5,000 mark. Brendan pulled up the numbers through the health app, so we're gonna tell you guys and show you guys what our walking numbers were.
So we're gonna jump in here and we'll show you guys how you can check your numbers. So you're gonna click on the health app, and just to clarify, this is only if you're an Apple user. I cannot speak to Android, but you're gonna click on health here, and then you have your steps category, so click on that, and then there's a tab for day, week, month, year. I'm gonna click on the year to show the monthly averages. So you can see mine goes back to August. I don't know why it just started then, but when, like, in August, September, October even, I at least was averaging I think I would categorize as a sedentary lifestyle.
A turtle.
So I was a turtle. And it was only in about the past month that we really started to keep getting our walking numbers up and going on walks every morning. So in November, 4,200, but then it starts to go up. December, 8,300, and then this month we're averaging over 10,000. We're still not highly active, but at 11,250 steps on average per day.
Yeah, and if you guys are wondering where these numbers are coming from, this came from 10,000steps.org. Also, this is included in the CDC guidelines. So this is a federal, internationally recognized scale. So it is quite crazy that on those numbers, we were even going on runs. You know, we would go on a run, probably say 3 times a week, anywhere from 1 to 4 miles. And kind of the way we were living is that we would get up, go for a workout. Definitely was a workout. I didn't mean to do the quotes. And so we would go on a run, right? But the thing was, like, when we did the run, that was the only thing we did. We did our run, and then we both just sat on our laptops and we worked. And then we ate, probably watched a movie, ate again, maybe worked. And that was about it, you know? The only thing that got us out was walking Lilo. And we would take our scooter or ride a bike maybe to a dog park and stuff like that. But once we got cognizant of it, we were like, man, like we could definitely start walking more. But it was just crazy because here we were running, being totally active. And the step count, you couldn't even tell. We were sedentary. Oh my, we were sedentary according to the step count.
We were turtles, apparently.
We were turtles, according, yes. No, that's absolutely insane. Like I'm telling you, like I'm still mind blown by these numbers. I understand steps isn't everything. That's not everyone's goal, but it can definitely, we're not doing this for weight loss by no means. It's just for us to stay active and to get out there. But even if you are doing this for weight loss, there's so many proven studies out there that doing 10,000 steps a day or just around that number, if you increase your steps by 2,500 every single day for a week straight, it's pretty much proven if you consistently eat the same way that you will lose a pound per week.
So now we're gonna get into how we personally got our step count up. So this really started by, we like to work out together and like be active together, and Gabby wanted to go, like she kept wanting to go on runs, and I'm just not really a runner. I can run, like I run okay, but I don't really enjoy it. So we were gonna go.
It's torture for him. It's torture.
We were gonna go on a 5K run one day, and Gabby said like, or I didn't have my running shoes. I just had my flip flops, so I was like, hey, why don't, instead of running, why don't we just walk that same 5K? And
I suggested that, just to say. I suggested that. I was nice.
Okay, I agreed to it. And so after doing that the one time, we really decided like, hey, this was really enjoyable. It was nice to be like mentally stimulating and be able to talk on the run or talk on the walk, because typically you can't really talk while running, at least when you're as bad as running as me. So we were able to talk on the walk and we really enjoyed it, and we decided like, hey, why don't we do this for the next 7 days in the morning and see how it goes. So we decided to do that. We woke up at 6 a.m. every morning to start off our morning, and myself, Gabby, and our puppy Lilo all went on a 3.1 mile walk every morning for 7 days. And we enjoyed that so much that 7 days has now turned into a month. And we've really been doing this more and more often, mixing in some longer walks here and there, but that is how we've gotten our step count up.
All right, guys, so we totally get that 6 a.m. can definitely sound extreme for some people. Us personally, we love to watch sunrise. It's totally underrated, and we feel that like sunsets are more of the norm since you're already awake. Sunrises you gotta earn, you know? So that was satisfying. But you know, if you're able to get outside, it doesn't have to be a sunrise thing. Literally whenever you have time in your day, you know, it can be in the morning, it can be for like a lunch break, it can be later in the evening. Get a friend, get someone to hold you accountable to do it with. It's gonna be so much more enjoyable. But also we recognize that right now when we're dropping this video, it's January. So a lot of people can't go outside. It's not realistic to put on your snow boots and your big parka and get out there. We totally get that. So if you are in a nice climate, take advantage of it. That's beautiful. And if it's too cold out there, try to use what you have. For example, when we went to Brendan's parents in Michigan, I walked on his parents' treadmill in the basement. So, I mean, if you have a treadmill around, if you have a gym membership that the gym is open, you don't always have to go and crush it at the gym and kill yourself to where you're sore the next day. It's just important to move your body. Our bodies are designed to move, guys, and that's so beautiful. So take advantage of that. And there's definitely ways, if you are able to walk around, to track those steps, because on average, a person who tracks their steps cognitively versus a person who does not track their steps takes an average of 2,500 more steps a day.
A couple of things that you can use to track your steps or track your mileage is one that I mentioned already in this video was the Apple Health app. So this tracks your steps and miles like I showed earlier without you even having to do anything. It just does it automatically in the background. So I think that's pretty cool. I know Apple Watches, we are Apple lovers in this house. We don't have an Apple Watch, but that's pretty good with steps as well. I know a lot of people who have used Nike Run app. There's also Strava. And then one that we found recently that's pretty cool is called onthegorun.com. So we actually used this yesterday because we walked a half marathon yesterday.
For fun.
Yeah, so the three of us, just because we found it enjoyable, you might call us crazy walkers, but in order to achieve that, we use this onthegorun.com, and it got a map of Key West where we live, and we just put different points on the map, and it draws your route to map out however long you want it to be. So using that, we were able to get to the 13.1 miles, and that was really helpful for that. So these are just a couple of things. I'm sure there's other ways you can use to track your steps as well.
Yeah, and so guys, so just to touch on that half marathon that we did yesterday, I bet you that sounds extreme. I mean, like when I told like my brother the day before we went and did the walk, he was like, oh, what are you doing tomorrow? I was like, oh, we're just gonna walk a half marathon. And he thought we were literally crazy. And Johnny, I love you, so this is no hate against you at all. But we kind of made a little adventure out of it. And guys, this is something you can do with your friends, with your family. It was so fun. So we just packed up a little cooler. We got Lilo, and we just, with this app, what's it called?
onthegorun.com.
onthegorun.com. We planned out our little walk around the island here. And we pretty much was like, okay, like we'll eat like a snack here. We'll have our lunch here. We're gonna stop here to take Lilo to the dog park. So it was probably 6 hours maybe that we walked.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
But it was a great time.
Yeah, it was a great time. It's not, and that's the thing, like we don't keep time. You know, when I used to run, I was obsessed over my mile time. I was obsessed of like how many hours I was putting in a day and how many miles a week and whatnot. But the walking has just been so good for mental health as well. And just to kind of have that wholesome degree of healthiness with your physical being and mental being, walking is 100% the solution to that.
Yeah, and just another thing to add. So our personal stats is in the past 20 days, we've walked 100 miles. So if you were to tell me to do that in running form, there is no way I could go that far. But through these enjoyable walks that we've been doing in the mornings and just setting up like fun, longer adventures, we've been able to achieve a lot, which is pretty cool to see.
So yeah, moving forward, set a goal for yourself. And this doesn't mean that, say right now, if you're getting whatever, the average American, 3,000 steps. If you're getting 3,000 steps, that doesn't mean you need to do 10,000 overnight. That's not what we're saying here at all. The goal is just to recognize where you're at now and say, can I do a little better? If so, maybe up it by 1,000 a week. So if I did 3,000 on average this week, I'm gonna do 4,000. But then within a month, you're gonna be up to 8,000. You're gonna be almost active standard. So go you, try it out and let us know what you think. Tell us in the comments down below how many steps that you're getting on average now and how many you plan to get. We're definitely gonna keep updating on how this walking goes for us, but it's been amazing. And if you are going for that 10,000 steps a day goal, keep in mind that 10,000 steps is 5 miles. So that is awesome. You people who are reaching 10,000, bam. Good high five for you guys for killing it. All right guys, so that wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, you know? Let's be social. Leave us a comment. Let's have a conversation. And if you guys love this content, please subscribe down below. Turn on those post notifications if you want a really annoying banner on your phone every time we release a video. That's cool too. So guys, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in. It's been Live with Less.